pretty much when I wake up in the morning, what I do is have a cup of greens. Now, a cup of greens is something that you can get from the chemist warehouse. I wake up in the morning and I put some good nutrition into my tinana, okay? But at the same time, as I'm doing this straight away, it's connecting to my mind, and I'm saying to myself, which I am doing, but I'm saying to myself, I'm putting good things into my tinana. Soon as I wake up, my mind's recognizing that I'm putting good things into my body, that I'm looking after my body straight away. As soon as I wake up, I'm going, noticing, okay, as I drink this cup of greens, my mind is telling me that I'm doing good things for myself as soon as I wake up. So straight away, I'm on the offense, knowing that, man, I look after myself. I put good things into my tinana that's going to sustain me and give me good energy throughout the day, which it has been. Okay, so as soon as I wake up, I have my cup of greens. I don't have my coffee yet. And then I go straight to my journaling. And in my journal, mahi, what I do is pretty much, I have 4 headers. I have 4 headers in my journal. And those 4 headers are areas where I like to touch on. So for example, my first header is affirmations. Okay, so I affirm myself every morning. As soon as I wake up, I have an affirmation for myself. Some mornings I have 1, some mornings I have fucking 6, some I have 7. Okay, just let it flow pretty much, but I affirm myself. Some of my affirmations, for example, I'm reading here right from my puka puka. Yeah. Okay, so one of my affirmations, I am humility, I am worthy, I am caring and helpful, I do have a big heart and care for others, I am present, patient and intelligent, I am friendly, abundant and rich. Number 2 on the list is my intentions. Okay, my intent. So I love to set an intent for my day. I set my intent contextual to what is happening in the day. So that's how I want to present myself. This is how I want to show up today. My intent today. What is my intent today? Okay, this is how I want to show up in this meeting. This is how I want to show up in the gym. This is how I want to show up in front of the students today that I'm teaching. If it's nothing to do with mahi, you can use for example, your whānau. That's how I'm going to show up. Ultimately, your intention is how are you going to show up today? What type of person are you going to be in these situations? Now, I feel like if you register it in your mind and you write it down, I wasn't a big, back in the day, I wasn't big on journaling. Yeah, and I kind of still ain't, but I know that it does wonders for me in terms of setting my day up. Why? Because you're present. When you're writing, you're present. You're in the moment. You have to actually be where you are, be where your feet are. So that's the importance of, setting your intent for the day. It just pretty much primes you. This is all about priming, eh? Priming your hinengaro prior to stepping out those doors. So that is number 2. Bracket number 3 is wins. Underneath the wins column, I write out all of the wins that I had yesterday. There's always a win that you can find in your day. It can be small, okay, it can be large, dependent on your situation. But I really want you guys to write down in your books a few wins. If it's 1, then beautiful. Now, again, this is just to get your mind thinking offense, eh? Offense. Oh, shit, yeah. Man, that was a little win yesterday. Boom, I'm going to write that down. Because I'm on the offense. As opposed to not acknowledging your wins the day prior. Because those are affirmations as well, eh? It all connects together. So your wins, write down a couple of wins. They can be small. If you're finding it hard to, find a win for your day, then you can write something small like, at lunchtime, I ate healthy, or at dinner time, I didn't snack. Or, there's always something. Or I showed up and I showed my manners today in this situation. I gave, 20 minutes of my time to my partner. I gave 20 minutes of my time to my kids. Whatever the situation may be, if it's not mahi, then you can always find something. Even if you have to turn the mirror back on yourself for your wins, personal development, optimism, starting off on the right foot, starting off in the offense column, as opposed to the defense. So that's the wins column. The 4th and final column is a gratitude column. that's the header for my last one. Prior to closing my puka puka and going into my visualization process and how we're going to wrap this all together, the gratitude column. So I write grateful. What are the things that I'm grateful for? Again, they can be small, ne? So for example, I just give you some basic examples that always come to the forefront every day is I'm grateful to wake up. That's a fucking blessing. It's a blessing that your eyes can wake up, that you have a life, that you got a life. Remember that one, whānau. If you're struggling to find things that you're grateful for, then take it, switch it back to yourself. At least I can roll out of bed. If you're injured, if you're jacked, if you're not feeling good, at least I can roll out of bed. Remember, offense, that is the aim of the game, ne? Optimism. If you've got an optimistic mindset and an attacking mindset, then that's the start of good things to come. But if you've got a pohara mindset, kicking rocks down the street, then you won't achieve what you're trying to achieve. Meaning, if you feel sad for yourself, sorry for your situation, X, Y, and Z, then you're already in the defense. What are you grateful for? Okay, and then another simple example is I'm grateful for the whare that houses me. I'm grateful for this turu, this chair that I can sit in. Okay, small things. Again, it's just the ground I say. Now, there's many other examples. I'm grateful for the whānau that supports me. I'm grateful for the people that I get to work with. I'm grateful for the beautiful kids that I work with, ia te wiki. I'm grateful for my kids. I'm grateful for my wahine. I'm grateful for my relationship. I'm grateful for whatever the situation is. Gratitude is the ultimate motherfucking attitude. It is. If you adopt a grateful mindset, that's the start. It really is the start, whānau. So gratitude is the ultimate attitude. Remember that one. Your vibe attracts your tribe. That's another goodie. Your vibe attracts your tribe. So if your frequency is, of a high state and you're always, giving off this aura or this vibe of openness, of expressiveness, of authenticity, then you got to get those people, you're going to magnetize and bring those people towards you. But if you're in a low state, or if you're unhappy, or you're always depressed, or you're giving off a bad attitude, or a kicking the rocks down the street type of mentality, meaning woe is me, meaning I feel sorry for myself, then 9 times out of 10, or you're being toxic, or you got bad attitude towards people, you're always angry, you're always grumpy. Okay, if you give that off, or you're always stressed, I've got no time, you're going to magnetize and bring those people into your life. It's just the way that the universe works. It's a universal law. Your vibe attracts your tribe. What type of iwi, hapu, do you want around you? If you want a vibrant one, a healthy one, one that's, optimistic, one that is invigorated, one that is always grateful for their life. I'm going to sneeze. One that, a hapu and an iwi that shows courage, commitment, integrity, that shows patience, love, kindness, that shows that we can take control of our life, that we are the leaders, that we serve people, we serve others. If that's the type of tribe, i.e. iwi, hapu, whānau, community that you want to be around, it has to start with your own vibe. Your vibe attracts your tribe, whānau. Kaua e ware ware. Don't forget, your vibe attracts your tribe. So that means what you want to happen in your life, who you want around you, starts with you. Nō reira, atu I tērā whānau. Those are some top tips for you fellas out there that you can adopt and utilize so you can start a popo. Hopefully you can apply this into your routine. If you are listening to this, I honestly do wish you nothing but health, wealth, happiness, and a beautiful journey of life. I really do. And, when I'm giving all of these koreros, I might come from a place of, quite direct and blunt, because that's how I am with myself, but it's coming from, my ngākau, it really is. It's coming from good intentions. I'm not sitting from the seat of knowing everything. Hell no, I'm always in the learner's seat. I love to put myself in the learner's seat because I feel like we always can learn from each other. Everybody has a body of knowledge to offer. I put people and things on pedestals where I thought I wasn't enough to be in these spaces, but I believe that everybody has a body of knowledge to offer. And if I can give it to the world, give it to you fellas, give it to whānau, mai iwi, hapu, whatever it may be, then why not? Especially if your message is positive. Why not? Ultimately, we all want to help. Ultimately, we all want to serve in a positive way. We want to give back. And this is me trying to give back. I want to try and give back. I love sharing my experiences that may help someone. And that's what it's ultimately about. Giving, helping, being happy, showing love, being in a good energy frequency state. I'm not denying, that all the other, parts, because denying bad times or denying things that are, look bad, so to speak, is denying life itself. Without the darkness, there's no light. Okay, without being sad, there's no happiness. So all of those emotions are a part of life. And accepting them, accepting those emotions, because I used to try and always be like happy. And I feel like happiness is moments. Happiness is moments, whānau. They really are. I used to try and put happiness on a pedestal, like that's where I need to be all the time. But that's denying life itself if you are just trying to strive for happiness. Happiness, I believe, are moments in life, are experiences. Happiness happens from time to time. Accepting, bad times or sad states or not so comfortable, times in our lives, if we can accept those, then that's accepting life. And they don't become so, harsh. Because we all experience these things. Without the night, there's no day. Without the rain, there's no sunshine. So again, that's how I try to approach my life, accepting those things for what they are and those times for what they are. And then accepting when things are going well and beautiful and just leaning into those times. Nō reira whānau, atu I tērā. Hopefully you can take something out of this. Tūturu whakamaua kia tina haumie hui e. Tāe ki e.